Hey guys, so today we are going to look at some environmental issues as well as some global changes. So, environmental issues fall into three main categories: resource use, population growth, and pollution. So, resource use. This can involve a lot of things, but there are two main types of resources: renewable and non renewable. So, we have a natural resource, is anything in the environment that can be used by people. A renewable resource is either always available or are naturally replaced in a relatively short time. Sunlight, wind, freshwater, trees, right? So those are things that, again, they make more of themselves. Non-renewable resources, these are natural resources that are not replaced in a useful time frame. Example, coal, oil, any type of fossil fuel that takes hundreds and thousands of years to replace. Anything that's not replaced easily in a lifetime is called non-renewable. So, population growth. As population grows, so does the demand on resources. Reasons that the population has grown so dramatically include, but are not limited to, advances in medicine, advances in agriculture, our ability to grow more foods more effectively, and waste disposal. Properly disposing of sewage has actually increased the population. And we'll talk about that more during class. Pollution. Now, this is the contamination of Earth's land, water, or air. What are some factors that cause pollution? These are things like chemicals, waste, noise, heat, and light. And we'll talk about the way that noise, heat, and light can also be sources of pollution. So, making decisions. So this is mainly making decisions that impact the environment and things that need to be considered when those decisions are made. So all decisions that have impact on the environment, whether they be personal decisions, local decisions, national decisions, or global decisions. We need to keep a balance, or we need to balance out the different needs of the environment and the needs of the people. Environmental science is a study of natural process in the environment and how humans can affect them. There's a need to balance out the costs and benefits of all decisions. For instance, drilling for oil in Antarctica. There's an economic cost. There's a non-economic cost, such as disturbing the wildlife there. And there's also benefits, of course, actually getting the oil. And now we're going to talk about how all of that plays a role in the decision-making process. So, global changes. Global changes. We have the ozone layer, which we talked about before. Remember, that happens in the stratosphere. It's the layer in the upper atmosphere, about 30 kilometers above the Earth's surface. This layer protects us from the sun's harmful UV rays. And remember, we said UV rays are bad. We do not want those. Although ozone is a pollutant, it can be helpful. The difference between ozone as a pollutant and ozone as a helpful gas is its location. If it's close to Earth, it's a pollutant. Higher in the atmosphere, it protects us. The thinning of the ozone layer and the ozone hole is majorly caused by chlorofluorocarbons, or CFCs. We talked about these a little bit last week. These are human-made gases that contain chlorine and fluorine. They are used in many household products, such as air conditioners and aerosol spray cans. Continuing on with the global climate change, water vapor, carbon dioxide, and certain other gases act like windows, and they allow the sunlight to reach the Earth's surface. They also prevent some of the heat to escape to Earth's surface. The trapping of heat near the Earth's surface is called the greenhouse effect. Without the greenhouse effect, Earth would be much colder. Continuing with the global change, carbon dioxide levels are increasing every year. These increasing levels are intensifying the greenhouse effect. There's a theory called global warming that predicts the increase in carbon dioxide levels will cause the average temperature to continue to rise. And again, we're going to talk about in class why this is a theory. Huge consequences could be the parts of the Antarctic ice caps can melt, flooding, climate patterns changing, more hurricanes and severe storms. And again, we'll talk about this more in class, but this is just strictly for the purpose of note taking. All right, guys, make sure you bring this with you to class tomorrow.